What's going on, everybody? So today I'm gonna be listing some of my top 10 movies and TV shows from Netflix. I struggle with finding good things to watch on Netflix, and I'm like, can somebody please give me some suggestions here? I thought if you guys were having problems, issues, you could just, try to find my video, and hopefully you've never seen these movies or shows I'm about to say. So let's get right on into it. Oh, so extra.
I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
Okay, so the first movie I'm going to be talking about is Bird Box. If you haven't heard of Bird Box, or if you haven't at least seen the memes on Twitter, the little trailers on Instagram, maybe, I don't know if you've been living under a hashtag rock or something, but that movie is amazing. I'm gonna give you guys a brief description. I'm not gonna give any spoilers or anything. Basically, the movie is about, you have these invisible creatures that if you open your eyes and you look at them, you will see either your biggest fear, your deepest sadness, like something that will make you really, really sad or really, really scared or something, and it'll cause you to lose control, and you will just end up killing yourself, basically. And there's this woman, she has these two kids, and they're blindfolded the whole time. They can't open their eyes, they can't take their blindfold off so that they don't die and go crazy. So she's trying to get her and these two kids to safety to this sanctuary without the two kids taking their blindfolds off, because the kids are younger, so getting little kids to listen to you. Such a good movie. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you go watch it. Okay, so the next movie is Friday. I watched this movie from the time that I was, I think, about a good 8 all the way to now. I think I've watched it a good 15 times. And that's no exaggeration. I love the movie so much. It's so funny. About this guy and his friend, and they basically end up owing this drug dealer money that they don't have. So it's like they're trying to find the money for that. They don't know what's going on. It's just really funny. I don't really know how to explain it. Just go watch it, and I'm guaranteed that you will laugh at least once. And if you don't, and not to mention that there's series. There's Friday, next Friday, and Friday after next. It's just there's so many Fridays, so that if you do end up loving the first one, then, oh my god, there's a hair on my freaking nose. If you do end up loving the first one, then you can just have 2 more to watch. Next movie is Happily Ever After, and this movie is kind of an inspirational movie, kind of not, I don't know, but it's a really good movie. It's about this lady, and her mom is so obsessed with having her hair look so pretty and having her having her be in a perfect image and all that stuff. So when she grew up, she carried that lifestyle up with her, and that caused some bad things to happen in her life. And so basically she got tired of it. She chopped all her hair off, and she wasn't worried about trying to be perfect all the time. She was just trying to be basically. She just was living her life, and it was just so good. You should go watch it. Hashtag right now. The next movie is Blackfish. This is this is not really a movie, it's more of a documentary, and I love documentaries. I love to watch stuff that's happened in real life. I love to watch detective documentaries. I love to watch killer documentaries and all that stuff. I like looking at detective stuff because I need to be ready just in case. I'm just playing anyway. So Blackfish is a documentary about how SeaWorld is basically a horrible place. It's basically keeping animals that need to be in their natural habitat in the ocean and stuff. They're keeping these animals hostage, and it's about this one main whale. I think it's a killer whale. It's keeping it isolated, and he's such a majestic and beautiful animal, and they're only using him to make babies. Basically, they're keeping him isolated from everybody. He's only used to make children for other people, and even when the female whales do give birth, they take the children away. And it's such an informational documentary that I feel like everybody needs to see, because SeaWorld and all these other places that keep animals in cages and keep them locked up and keep them separated from their families, I think they need to be shut down immediately, like right now type stuff. You dig? It will change your opinion on SeaWorld, I guarantee. Stepsisters. Okay, when I first saw the trailer for Stepsisters, I was like, what is this? I'm not watching this. Absolutely not. But you know, boredom just came and it smacked me in the face, and I said, okay, no, let's just check it out. A really, really good movie. I watched it 4 times already, and it's about this black fraternity that's about stepping. It's about girls stepping, and like everybody like loves to watch them step. And then these white fraternity, they get into a bit of trouble, and the only way to keep their fraternity alive and keep them afloat is to join the step, like do the stepping stuff. And so a black girl helps them do the stepping stuff, and it's just so good. I don't want to tell the movie, but like it's basically, it's kind of really hard, but it's basically saying that anybody can do anything. Okay, that's basically like, it doesn't matter what race, doesn't matter what you look like, who you are, you can do anything. Okay. Now on to the TV shows. The first TV show that I've kind of been obsessed with is called You, and it's a Netflix original, and it's basically about this guy who is obsessed with this woman and is trying to do everything in his power to make sure that him and this woman stay together. He's manipulating her, and he's doing all these bad things that she doesn't know. He's doing all these bad things behind her back just to push them closer. Like, he's killing her friend. He's doing all this bad stuff that, I mean, I'm only on episode 6 of the show, and yeah, it's just a really, really good show that I really highly do recommend everybody go watch. We can watch it together, you know. The next show is Quantico. Quantico is basically everything that I would want in the show. It's like about detective, it's a thriller, it's a suspenseful TV show. It's about this girl named Alex. She is training to be an FBI detective, and in the midst of being an FBI detective, she's like finding out different stuff about her family and like all the deep and bad stuff her family's done. And then along the way, a terrorist attack happens, and everybody's blaming Alex. Like, everybody's blaming her for it, and she doesn't know why. She doesn't know how. All the evidence is pointing to her, and it's just, she's trying to figure out who really did it. And it's a really, really good show. It's like a show where you're like, oh my god, you cannot be serious, this not just happened right now. So yeah, it's that type of show. Next show is Big Mouth. Big Mouth is such a funny show. Like, it's funnier than American Dad to me. Like, I just love it. It's basically about a show full of teenagers, and they're going through their hormone stage, and it's like they have these little things called hormone monsters, and they're like trying to teach them the way, and like, well, not really the way, but you know what I'm saying. It's funny trying to watch them go through puberty and being an adult, and they just meet some challenges along the way, and it's just funny. It's just, go watch it and you will laugh, promise. The next show is Atypical. Atypical is about an autistic boy who is just basically going through his life. We're going through his life with him, and he has a sister, a mom, and a dad, and everything was going good for a second, and then stuff started to get a little confusing for him, and he didn't know how to express his feelings. He's figuring out how to do stuff on his own without his parents and his sister around to do it for him. He's trying to basically like branch out and do things by himself, and it's kind of cute. Like, he's like, the character, I just love the character so much. I just love that show. Like, I'll watch it again. Okay, and the next show is called Imposters. It's about this woman who basically falls in love with all of these men just to, when they finally marry her, take all their money and run. She did it to one guy that was like, I'm not having this, I'm about to go find you. And along the way of trying to find her, he meets another guy that's also trying to find her. Them two pair up to try to find her, and along the way of them two going, they find another one. And it's just like, they're all trying to find this one girl because she took all of their money, like everything that they own, and like, so basically they were left with nothing, and they were like struggling and stuff. It's a really good show. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's some of my top 10 favorite movies and TV shows. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I really hope you guys go and watch some of these shows and movies I suggested. They're really good, really amazing. I will not, let me tell you, I'm quite picky when it comes to shows and movies. I'm like, this wasn't good. I'm not trying to, but if I say it's good, it's good. Okay, just go watch it. And if you don't like it, then hashtag sorry. That's it. That's all. Thanks for making it here if you made it here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.